The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, afternoon, evening. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 10th day of February, or in Philadelphia, happy holiday. How are you? Today we have a good one for you. It is the Milwaukee Braves, who are either in first or tied for first in the National League against the New York Giants at County Stadium in Milwaukee. And so it'll be Johnny Antonelli and Lou Burdette going at it on a beautiful Friday in Milwaukee, or Hank Aaron versus Willie Mays. This is money that people would have paid money to see this matchup before, with those Hall of Famers taking turns in the outfield. Giants are struggling, I believe. I think they said that they are 6-7 on the year, and they aren't going to go very far. But they're always entertaining and such. So, for those of you not hungover from too much yingling in a Super Bowl championship, it's the Giants and the Braves next. Hi, Chris. How are you? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1956. Today, from County Stadium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it is the Milwaukee Braves and the New York Giants. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Somebody voted for the Braves. And I got a heck of a lag going, so let's take care of that. Hopefully that'll take care of the lag. The Braves are 7-1. Because of weather and stuff, they've only played 8 games on the season. This is game number 9 for them. The Giants are indeed 6-7. Better weather. I forgot to put in the Giant uniforms. Anyway, better weather for the Giants so far on the year, but they are 6-7. So the Braves are pretty much a fully rested lot. Lou Burdette gets the call. He's 30 years old. Here, fastball at 84, a ground ball pitcher. Yeah, there's a bit of lag there, Chris, on my end. Hold on. So do my best to take care of it. Burdette making his 3rd start of the year, 1-0 with an 0.52 ERA. And that leads the National League in this early going. May 4th. May the 4th be with you today. He got the save on May 1st. He faced one batter and retired him on 6 pitches against the Phils. His last start, April 22nd, so he's on plenty of rest. A 7-hit shutout of the Cardinals, 15-0. He walked 3 and struck out 1. So in 17 1/3 innings, Burdette's allowed 12 hits, a run, a home run. That came against the Cubs on April 17th. He has walked 4 and struck out 4. The lineup he'll face on this Friday night: Waddy Lockman leads off in left field. For the Giants, Alvin Dark at short will bat second. Don Miller in right will go third. Willie Mays cleans up in center. He already has 6 home runs on the year. Darrell Spencer at second will bat fifth. Foss Castleman at third will go 6th. Gale Harris at first, playing probably his last game of the year, will bat 7th. Ray Cott behind the plate, he'll bat 8th. And Johnny Antonelli on the hill batting 9th. Burdette can go 150 pitches. Someone is spelling Chiefs in the chat. I'm not quite sure who that is. How you doing, Big Dave? Happy Monday. Yep, feeling better. Defensively for Milwaukee, it'll be Bobby Thompson, who's a 6-3 in left. Billy Bruton is a 7-6 in center, and Hank Aaron is a 9-9 in right. The infield, Eddie Matthews is a 10 at third. Johnny Logan is 7-7 at short. Danny O'Connell is 7 and a 6 at second. Joe Adcock is 6 at first. How you doing, Parallel League? Lou Burdett on the hill, and Del Crandall is a 10 and an 8 behind the plate. So with all that, Burdett an 8 on the mound with a 985 fielding percentage. I wonder if anything happened at Midlife Crisis yesterday. Haven't heard from him in a while. Hope he's okay. Whitey Lockman stepping in at 421 with 4 runs scored. Burdett, the weather is cool, 60 degrees, clear. Well, little breeze is blowing out to left center at 2. And we start the week out, a ground ball to O'Connell behind the bag over to first, 1 out. For Alvin Dark, Alvin at 189, a home run and 2 RBI. Burdett, again, 150 pitches, and he's a pitch-to-contact pitcher. He walked 52 in real life in 256 in the third and struck out 110. There's a ground ball to Logan. Johnny gobbles it up, makes a great throw to first, and that will be an out. So 2 away. This is game number 9 for Milwaukee and game 14 for the Giants. Don Miller hitting .216 with 2 RBI and 2 doubles. Pitchers and catchers, 2 days to go. So, John, are you able to drive today, or did you take the day off? Pitch to Miller that is in the center. Bruton will get that on a hop. And a 1-out single with 2 out for Willie Mays. Willie at 340, 6 home runs and 10 RBI already. Tribe fan, how are you? Football season is over and you can stop hearing the crying and moaning over officiating for a while. That'll last about 2 days. I hope they enjoy their brie with their camembert. You know what I saw redid the quick replay or the quick pre-play in 2nd and 10, which had Kansas City winning. You know what sim had that the closest? Mike and the Trucks, Family Football Plus. We did that last Thursday night. We missed Hertz's touchdowns by 1. Pitch to Willie is up the middle. O'Connell snap throw to first, and Mays is retired. So the Giants get a hit and leave a runner on. Half an inning in the books. New York, nothing. Here comes Milwaukee. Johnny Antonelli, former member of this organization. He was there in Boston, I believe. 26 years old. Fastball pitcher, 86. Off to a slow start. In real life, he won 20. On the replay, 0-2 with a 4.94 ERA. His last start came on April 29th, so he's on full rest. And an 8-2 loss to the Phillies, 6 2/3, 108 pitches, 7 hits. He was Christmas treed. 8 runs, all earned, and 3 home runs. I don't think that Phillies team is loaded with power either. He walked 2 and struck out 5. So a slow start for Antonelli, 23 2/3, 21 hits, 13 runs, all earned, 6 home runs allowed. He has walked 6 and struck out 19. You didn't set your alarm, you'd figure you'd go when you go. How to work. Easy day for John. He did have a few call-outs and will on Friday for the parade. And there we go. The creator of the most accurate pre-play, Ref Ball, Mike in the Truck. You missed it by 5 points for Kansas City and 2 for Philly, right? Didn't we have 42-20 or 42-17? Wasn't that the Ref Ball score? Anyway, here's how the Braves will line up. Danny O'Connell will lead off at second. Johnny Logan at short will bat second. Eddie Matthews at third will bat third. Hank Aaron cleans up in right. Bobby Thompson in left bats fifth. Joe Adcock at first going sixth. Billy Bruton is in center field. He'll bat seventh. Del Crandall behind the plate will bat eighth. Lou Burdett on the mound goes ninth, and Antonelli can give you 140 pitches on the mound. Defensively for New York, Whitey Lockman is 6 and a 5 in left. Willie Mays a 10 and a 10 in the center. Don Miller is a 5 and a 6 in right. Foss Castleman is a 7 at third. Alvin Dark is a 6 and a 4 at short. Darrell Spencer a 5 and a 7 at second. Gale Harris a 6 at first. Ray Catt, the battery, he's a 4 and a 4 behind the plate. And Antonelli is an 8 on the mound with a .984 fielding percentage. Yep, the ref ball score was 42-17. So that was the closest I saw. Congratulations, Mike in the truck. O'Connell at 303 on the young year, 2 homers and 6 RBI. There is a liner down to third base side and out of play. Somebody having a happy day made that catch, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And O'Connell ends up working the walk. Brings up Johnny Logan at 270, no homers and 5 RBI. Someone posted a result of 4 field goals for Philly. Hurts 2 touchdown passes and a pick. Right about all that, but Hurts had 3 touchdowns in real life. We had him at 2 on the ground and 2 in the air. Logan hits a ground ball to first. Harris goes to Antonelli covering the bag, and Logan is retired. O'Connell goes to second. 1 out for Eddie Matthews, who's having a fantastic start, hitting .353, 5 home runs, and 13 RBI. And Antonelli struck him out. An 0-2 curve, and Matthews chased it, 2 out. So here's Aaron, hitting .343, 2 homers and 4 RBI. The ref ball really came into play at the end as the Chiefs started losing their composure. They hadn't been smacked around in the mouth like that in a long time. I think that was some of it with the whole ref ball thing, is that the Chiefs weren't blowing people out and they hadn't been hit hard. And Philadelphia just smashed the devil right out of them. Yep, 3 in the air, 1 to crown. Yeah, so you just never know. And I'll take my $5.10 I won on that game and not spend it all on one place. Pitch to Aaron is a ground ball over Harris, and that will drop in for a hit in the right. O'Connell around third, and the Braves score first, 1-0. For Bobby Thompson, hitting .111. He's 2 for 18. Hit 20 home runs for Milwaukee. Old friend of the Giants. Antonelli deals. Thompson pops it up. Dark waits for it through the twilight and will make the catch, and that'll do. However, the Braves get a run on a hit, and after 1 here in Milwaukee, it's the Braves 1, the Giants nothing. So Spencer, Castleman, and Harris to face Burdett. Darrell hitting .286, 2 home runs, and 10 RBI. That line reminded you of the 77 Cowboys. No need to blitz. I think that the Eagles, I think both defenses, although you didn't really see it last night with Kansas City, were highly underrated. And the Eagles controlled it, but it's the first time I've ever seen Patrick Mahomes that rattled. They just kept him off his back foot the entire ball game. Spencer hits a ground ball to Logan at short, throws it to first for the out, 1 away. For Foss Castleman, it's the only picture that we haven't been able to find is for dear old Foss, hitting .194, 3 home runs and 9 RBI. Popped up left side, Matthews and Logan converge. Eddie calls for it, and that's 2 out. For Gale Harris, Gale, his season almost done, hitting .097. He does have a triple and is driven in 4. And so congratulations to the Eagles. Played like a champion should. Just destroyed everything in your wake. Harris hits a ground ball to O'Connell. They'll throw it to first, and that will retire the side. So Burdett threw 2, no runs, no hits, no errors. After an inning and a half, it's Milwaukee 1, New York nothing. So Adcock, Bruton, and Crandall to face Antonelli. Joe at .276, no homers, and 6 RBI. There is a liner in the right. Miller will pick it up. And Milwaukee has their second hit. Here's Billy Bruton. The last time we did the Braves game, he led off. hitting .457 with the triple, 3 home runs and 9 RBI already. 1-0 Braves here in the second. On Wednesday, we'll have the Dodgers and the Cardinals from St. Louis. That is to Antonelli. He'll go to first with it. First base side of the rubber. He'll throw it to Harris, and Bruton is retired, 1 out. For Del Crandall, Del at .357, 3 home runs, and 8 RBI. Tribe fan says, I wonder when the NFL will do what college football does. For example, Fox had last night's game of overhead cam on FS1 with no announcers, or Fox studio guys analysis with the game on. I think, didn't they do that with Nickelodeon the last time CBS had the Super Bowl? I don't think that they want, because of the advertising money spent, the alternate broadcast. You see it, you'll see it this year for the Final Four on TBS and CBS. I just think you don't want to separate those eyeballs out if you don't need to. Pitch to Crandall. There's a fly ball to center. Back goes Mays, and Willie will track it down. Adcock goes back to second as Mays throws a dart to short. 2 out for Burdett. 1 for 8 on the replay with a double. I'd love to see them do that in a World Series. Have the super stat cast or whatever on an alternate channel. Pitch to Burdett. There is a ground ball to the mound. Antonelli, first base side, throws to first, and that will do it. No runs. The Braves have left on 2. They did get a hit, and after 2, it's 1-0 Milwaukee. Yeah, for all the money they're getting, I don't know what the rating, how many people watched last night. I honestly didn't watch a second of it. I listened to Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner on the radio and just shut it off at the half. They do such a good job. Ray Cat at 130, 2 homers and 3 RBI. So you don't want to split that audience any more than you absolutely have to. Pitch from Burdett. Struck him out. That's the first for Lou. And 0-2 fastball got him looking. 1 out for Johnny Antonelli. 0 for 8 on the year with 2 strikeouts. I'm not sure where you would do that, to be honest, because for the network doing the conference championship game that's not their Super Bowl year, actually next year it's NBC Super Bowl year, so for Fox and CBS, the conference championships are their most watched shows of the year. You don't want to split that up. Pitch to Antonelli. Struck him out. So 1-2 fastball, and Johnny swung at it. 2 away for Whitey Lockman, who's 0 for 1. Opening 9 for Burdett. 29 pitches, 2 2/3, a hit, and 2 strikeouts. To be honest, Tim can only remember one commercial from last night. The singer Seal being a seal singing a parody of his song Kiss from a Rose. Well, there's no Meatloaf because I suppose he would do anything for money, including that. Pitch to Lockman is a base hit in the left center. That's going to get past Bruton. Thompson actually gets it off the chain link fence. Lockman, did he fall around first? Nope, he goes into second with a double. But Whitey hesitated there for a moment. Second giant hit with 2 out here in the third. Here's Alvin Dark, who's 0 for 1. That is a ground ball to Logan, who makes a diving stop, throws from his knees. Dark is retired, and there go the Giants. So Logan, with his second great play of the day, a Gold Glove type performance, no runs, a hit, no errors. Giants have left on 2, and after 2.5, it's 1-0 Milwaukee. That's true. If you did a Meatloaf commercial, it would have to be AI. Did you see? I saw this on YouTube this morning. It'll be O'Connell, Logan, and Matthews to face Antonelli here in the third. Johnny, 33 pitches, 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. And O'Connell walked and scored in the first. Speaking of AI, they did this in the pregame show, the tribute to Jimmy Johnson. That was well done. Pitch to O'Connell is a ground ball to Harris. Gale takes it to the bag for the out. One away for Johnny Logan, who's 0 for 1. Struck him out. Antonelli got him on a 1-2 fastball on the inside corner. Antonelli struck out 145 in real life and 258 in the third. So he will get you to swing and miss. Here's Eddie Matthews, who struck out his first time up. Got him. So Antonelli got him on a 1-2 fastball. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the fourth here in Milwaukee. Braves 1, Giants nothing. So Mueller, Mays, and Spencer to face Burdett. Don singled his first time up. Chopper down to O'Connell. He'll throw it to first, 1 out. For Willie Mays, who's 0 for 1. Nice night here in Milwaukee. Braves tied for first. We'll show you the standings in a moment. That is into right center. Aaron will play it in the alley. Bruton actually will pick it up. Mays around first, and the throw is cut off by O'Connell, and Willie has the second double of the year. Third hit for the Giants. Here's Darryl Spencer. Darryl is 0 for 1. That's into left. Thompson down in the corner. And Bobby makes the catch, not heard around the world. Mays tagging, going for third. That's pretty daring. And Thompson just threw it back in. So 2 out. Mays on third for Castleman, who was 0 for 1. Burdett deals. That's into center. Bruton has it sized up, makes the catch, and that'll do. So the Giants had a hit. They've left on 3, and through 3.5. How you doing, Triple G? Braves 1, Giants nothing. So Milwaukee and Brooklyn are tied for first in the National League. St. Louis, who you'll see tomorrow, 2 games behind the pair. Then the Giants at 6 and 7, then the field. I would mention that Philadelphia is 4 and 8, 5 games out of first, but I wouldn't want to ruin your mood the day after the Super Bowl, so I won't. In the American League, the Red Sox 1.5 up on Cleveland, 2 up on Kansas City, 2.5 on Washington, and the Yankees off to a slow start at 6 and 8. Bruton leads the National League in hitting at .457. And the Braves, as a team, are hitting .305 and with an ERA of 3.28. Andrew, how are you? It'll be Aaron, Thompson, and Adcock here in the fourth. Henry, 1 for 1. He singled and drove home O'Connell in the first. Antonelli deals, and he foul-tipped it. Check swing for Aaron. He now has driven in 5. And Hennick draws the walk. So a leadoff walk here to start the fourth. Bobby Thompson, no P, is 0 for 1. Struck him out. Antonelli is fan 4 as Thompson chased an off-speed pitch. 1 out for Adcock, who singled his first time up. There is a liner past Dark in the left center field. Lockman will pick it up. Aaron will bluff, but will not go. So 1 on, or 1 out. Aaron on second, Adcock on first for Billy Bruton. I might drop one here. He's a good bunter. He's 0 for 1. We're going to drop one. See what happens. Cat throws down to third. They get Aaron there. Did they actually turn it? Did I just boo-boo this up? No. Bruton beat out the throw. So Bruton trying to catch the Giants napping couldn't do it. It was a drag bunt, and they got Aaron at third. So 2-5 on the fielder's choice. Here's Del Crandall, who's 0 for 1. That is over the mound. Dart goes to Spencer for the easy out, and that will take care of the Braves here in the fourth. No runs, a hit, no errors. After 4, 1-0 Milwaukee. How you doing? Forever remain. 1990. So Harris, Cat, and Antonelli to face Burdett here in the fifth. I was promoting this on my Facebook group today, and old pesky Paul, that funny guy that he is, says, I always love it when two old rival cities meet, San Francisco and Atlanta. Never change there, Mia. Never change. Gale is 0 for 1. Pitch to Harris is chopped foul. First base side. Adcock flips it into the stands, and somebody from Madison made that play. Count is 2-2 to Harris. Burdett on this cool night looks awful comfortable. Ground ball to O'Connell over to first for the out. One out here, top of the fifth, and a 1-0 game. Here's Ray Katt, K-A-T-T. Struck out his first time up, one of the two that Burdett has. That's in the left. Thompson coming in, rides a Schwinn, makes the catch. 2 out. I think that the infield here, no, maybe not. Maybe it's all drawn. The bunting in the wall and the scoreboard would have been a drawing from probably either the 57 World Series or the 58 World Series. You know, trying to find decent pictures of these older parks. I mean, there were a lot of them where with the replay boards and right, and you're watching a game from 1956, and up there on the right-hand board is Kirby Puckett. Like, you're trying to be as close to correct as you can be. Johnny Antonelli struck out his first time up. Burdett winds and fires. That's into right field. Back goes Aaron. That's well hit. Aaron to the wall. That's off the wall. Antonelli has 2 on the stand-up double. His first of the year, just kind of parked it down there in the corner. 2 out for Whitey Lockman. So Burdett, 18 batters, 52 pitches, 4 2/3, 4 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Lockman doubled and is 1 for 2. There is a ground ball to Logan at short, over to Adcock. You guys are going to get a commercial. Halfway home on a... It snowed like crazy here this morning. We must have gotten an inch in about a half hour. It is the Braves 1, the Giants nothing. Well, if you joined us late, it's been a relative pitcher's duel between Johnny Antonelli and Lou Burdett, and that's exactly what you would have expected from 2 of the best pitchers in the National League. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Milwaukee. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Giants. Hank Aaron brought home the only run so far in the game, an RBI single in the first. Lou Burdett, 5 innings, 4 hits, and 2 strikeouts. That was an earned run average of .4. Johnny Antonelli, 4 innings, 3 hits. The run was earned. He has walked 2 and struck out 4. It'll be Burdett, O'Connell, and Logan here in the bottom of the fifth. Lou is 0 for 1. So Antonelli's best start of the year. Hasn't given up a home run yet. He's given up 6 in 2 starts. To Antonelli, third base side of the rubber. Over to Harris, 1 out. For O'Connell, who was 0 for 1, he has walked and scored. Antonelli, 73 pitches, 18 batters, 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. I don't know if John's still with us. John would probably pay me not to sing today because I'm sure John has a pretty good headache going. What would be the bigger parade, this one or the one when you guys beat the Patriots? Pitch to O'Connell. There's a pop-up right side. Spencer will make the catch. 2 out for Johnny Logan, who's 0 for 2 in the strikeout. I will say this. I forgot where I read it sometime this morning or late last night that this was probably the greatest team in Philadelphia Eagles franchise history. And I'm not going to disagree with that. I mean, this was such a, in all 3 playoff games, such a complete performance on both sides of the ball. And the fact that, you know, those of us who root for the team up the turnpike a bit, you're welcome on Barkley. Pitch to Logan. There is a base hit in the left field, and Lockman will cut it off. So Logan has a 2-out single. That's the 4th hit for Milwaukee. Here's Eddie Matthews. Eddie doesn't hit well against lefties, and Antonelli is a lefty. Eddie has struck out twice today. How you doing? Yeah, nice pitchers do. How you doing, Paul? Paul watched the game at the Hot Sarah last night. Cat and Antonelli have a word. Pitch to Matthews. Struck him out. So Eddie has struggled. Antonelli has fanned 5 through 5. Matthews has taken the collar. And after 5, no runs, a hit, no errors. It's Milwaukee 1, New York nothing. So Dark, Mueller, and Mays to face Burdett here in the 6th. Alvin is 0 for 2. That's into right and well hit. Aaron in the alley, 1 out. For Don Mueller, 1 for 2. Got himself a single. Dodgers, Cardinals on Wednesday. And I think we're with you on Friday. That is into right center. Bruton running and makes a good catch. 2 out. For Willie Mays, Willie has a double. He is 1 for 2. Got him. Burdett now has found 3. Crandall dropped it, and Willie didn't realize that until Crandall found it and tagged him out. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Milwaukee. Braves 1, Giants nothing. So Aaron, Thompson, and Adcock to face Antonelli. Hank has a walk, a single, and an RBI. And so in this battle of the beverages, it would be Miller High Life, as you can see out there on the scoreboard and right for Milwaukee. And since it's the Giants, it would be Rheingold. The beer with a 10-minute head. Have you timed it? Pitch to Aaron, and Hank draws the walk. Bobby Thompson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he draws the walk. So back-to-back walks allowed by Antonelli here. So Aaron on second, Thompson on first for Adcock, who's had himself a good day so far. He singled twice. He's 2 for 2. You guys favor the Giants in the poll very slightly. Pitch to Adcock. Struck him out. Antonelli has fanned 6. A 2-2 curveball in there at the knees. It just bent the right way. 1 out for Bruton, who's swinging here. Billy is 0 for 2. Actually watched only the second half of the last quarter. Spent the first part watching the newest Wallace and Gromit movie on Netflix. High-quality entertainment in Wallace and Gromit. Pitch to Bruton. There's a pop-up right side. Harris into foul territory by the tarp, and he will run out of real estate. And a girl from Milwaukee in a Mickey Mouse cap made that catch. 1-2 the count. And Bruton draws the walk, and so he has walked him loaded here in the 6th for Del Crandall, who is 0 for 2. So Antonelli nibbling a little too much. He has walked 5 and struck out 6. And that 3 full count change-up missed high. Bless you. My wife just scared the bejesus out of me with that sneeze. So they're loaded. Bruton on first. Thompson on second. Aaron on third. 1-0 Milwaukee. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Antonelli trying to find the strike zone. Has a word with Cat. Crandall into center, but it's shallow. Mays makes the catch. Aaron goes back to tag. And with 2 out, they're going to try it. Here comes the throw from Mays. And they got him. They got him. A good throw from Say Hey Willie. And Aaron slid past the plate. The tag was on, but it was late. And Aaron had to reach back for the plate and had his hand touched before he could do it. So a good throw. It goes 8-2 on the card. After 6, it is Milwaukee 1, New York 0. Enjoyed Chicken Run. We're talking about Wallace and Gromit. You never know what we're going to be talking about here. Back in the day, The Great Escape, but with chickens. Darrell Spencer's 0 for 2. Castleman and Harris to follow. Burdette throwing an absolute gem as we start the 7th. That is into right center. Aaron will play that one off the wall. Bruton will actually have to run and get it. Spencer is going to have 2 at least. Bruton gets it off that fence and throws it in. And Darrell Spencer has his 2nd double of the year. So just the 5th hit for the Giants. Here's Castleman. Foss is 0 for 2. That is gobbled up by O'Connell. How about that? He throws to first for the out. I thought that was going to get past him. Runner moves to third. In Spencer, 1 out for Gale Harris. And I suppose now you're playing him in. Got him. Harris is now 0 for 3. Burdette got him to chase and 0-2 breaking ball. 2 out for Cat, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. That is into left. Thompson waiting. Spencer crosses home plate, and Thompson will play it off the wall. So this game is tied. Kitty Cat is in there with his first double. So the Giants tie it here in the top of the 7th. Let's see what they do with Antonelli. Johnny has thrown a lot of pitches, but he's 1 for 2. He has a double. So with 2 out here in the top of the 7th, the Giants have tied this ball game. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors, and they have left on 4. The Braves, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors, and they have left on 7. Struck him out. Burdette gets out of it. Stretch time 1-1. It'll be the Burdette, O'Connell, and Logan here for the Braves in the 7th. Lou is 0 for 2. He'll stay in the game. Only on 84 pitches. About halfway through his content here. Antonelli on 109. Chicken Run was a fun one. Gus says they made a sequel recently that's on Netflix. Ron, what do you think you'll talk about on your stream today? Well, there was a football game yesterday. I'm sure we'll talk about that. But I'm sure we'll get into a good conversation about Wallace and Gromit. Pitch to Burdette. There is a base hit into right field. Mueller will grab it on a hard hop, and Lou is on with a leadoff single. Just the 5th hit for the Braves. So Antonelli through 27 batters, 114 pitches, 6+ innings, 5 hits, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. O'Connell 0 for 2. He has walked and scored. They play for the bunt. No, gonna swing here. That is a ground ball to Harris, who can't get Burdett at second. He's got to run it himself, so gets the out. So, in effect, it is a sacrifice, although it won't count as one. So, one out, tying, or the go-ahead run in scoring position for Johnny Logan, who was 1 for 3 today, a single and a strikeout. Antonelli deals, and that's a fly ball down the line and left. Lockman won't give too much chase, and somebody from Green Bay made that catch. A ball and 2 strikes. To Logan, up the middle, base hit. Mays will pick it up. Burdett wanted around third. Fred Haney puts up the stop sign. So runners on the corners and 1 out for Eddie Matthews, who is 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. If it wasn't for the fact that's a Hall of Famer at the plate, you're pinch hitting here. You're not pinch hitting for Eddie Matthews, not in 1956. He rips this one to first. Harris, I think they're going to try for 2. Burdett going home. Dark for 1 and back to Harris for 2. It is a 3-6-3 double play, and the run does not score. After 7, it's Milwaukee 1, New York 1. So top of the lineup to face Burdett. 27 batters for Lou, 84 pitches. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run it was earned, and 5 strikeouts. Lockman 1 for 3 today with a double. So Eddie Matthews, this one's not going into the Baseball Digest My Best Games article, Hugh. Lockman, base hit, right field. Aaron will throw it back in. Excuse me. So with nobody out here in the 8th, the Giants have the go-ahead runner on for Alvin Dark, who's 0 for 3. Burdett's pitch popped up. Matthews, third base side. A lot of room here. Now he goes by the tarp. I think he's about to run. No, he made the catch by the dugout. 1 away for Mueller, who's 1 for 3. Got himself a single today. Slow ground ball to Burdett. He goes to O'Connell for 1. Then the throw back to first is not in time. So it'll be a 1-4. Fielder's choice, 2 out for Willie Mays, who was 1 for 3 today. He has doubled and struck out. Aaron, Thompson, and Adcock for the Braves in the 8th. Burdett deals. That's into right center. Bruton going back. Makes a running catch, and that'll do. So no runs. The Giants have left on 6. No errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in Milwaukee. It is New York 1, Milwaukee 1. So hopefully you're enjoying this one. Giants and Braves in a pitcher's duel here in Milwaukee. 55 degrees as Aaron gets his practice swings in. That wind blowing out to center at 4. Thompson and Adcock to follow. Hank has walked twice and singled, and drove home his 5th run. That is a ground ball to Dark at short, over to Harris for the out. 1 away. For Bobby Thompson, Bobby 0 for 2. He's walked and struck out. Thompson would eventually go to Boston and spell Ted Williams in Williams' senior year. Final season of 1960. I believe Ted Williams' senior year of high school was in the 30s. Pitch to Thompson. Struck him out. Antonelli has fanned 7. And 0-2 fastball, and Thompson chased it. So 2 out for Joe Adcock. It'll be Spencer, Castleman, and Harris maybe for the Giants in the 9th. Pitch to Adcock. There is a looper in the left. Lockman will pick it up on a hop. And Adcock has a single. His third hit of the day. And they've all been singles. For Billy Bruton, 0 for 2 with a walk. So 2 out here in the 8th. Fast-moving ball game. 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for the Giants. And they have left on 6. For the Braves, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors, and they have left on 8. Pitch to Bruton. That is the opposite way. Dark has it. Long throw to Harris, and Bruton is retired. So we go to the 9th. No runs, a hit. The Braves have now left on 9. And after 8, it's New York 1, Milwaukee 1. So Burdette, who has pitched a strong ball game, will face Spencer, Castleman, and maybe Gal Harris. Darrell 1 for 3, a double, and a run scored. A much-needed shout-out, by the way, to Hubie Brown. If you've watched professional basketball at all in the last 50 years, you know who he is. And God bless him, he got to work until he was 91 years old. And what a send-off he got yesterday in Milwaukee on Super Bowl Sunday. Pitch to Spencer is a fly ball to the left. Thompson retreats. 1 out. For Castleman, who's 0 for 3. That's in the right. Aaron, just 2 long lot outs. And let's see what the Giants do with Harris, who's 0 for 3 with a K. So Burdette pitching to Jim. Harris stays in the game. There's a ground ball to third. Matthews has it over to Adcock. And that will retire the side. The Giants go in order. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Crandall, Will C, and O'Connell to face Antonelli. Cardiac time in Milwaukee, 1-1. So Crandall 0 for 3. I have Dickie V's book. I don't watch a lot of basketball. I'm not sure how much Hubie still left on his fastball. I'm glad to see that Dickie V's health is there, and he called his first game in 2 years. That's about as much as I'm going to say about that. How you doing, Demos? Pitch to Crandall. It's a ground ball. Spencer snares it. Over to Harris, 1 out. Pitch count-wise, Burdette can go longer. Chuck Tanner. Well, pinch hit. Yep, that Chuck Tanner. And he looks about 50 there. It's not like 27 years old. He is 1 for 7 on the year. And 1 for 4 as a pinch hitter. With the capital A there, Demos. So Antonelli on 142 pitches. Tanner at the plate. O'Connell on deck. 1 out. Bottom of the 9th and a 1-1 tie. Pitch to Tanner. That's up the middle for a base hit. Dark should have made it. And Tanner is the winning run. Dark should have made that play. And now bring up Danny O'Connell. Danny is 0 for 3 today with a run scored and a walk. So Antonelli 4 times to the lineup, 147 pitches, 8 1/3 innings, 8 hits. He has walked 5 and struck out 7. I suppose you could put in Jim Pendleton as a pinch runner. And we will do that. And O'Connell might be a victim of a double switch here in a moment. Danny is 0 for 3. He has walked and scored. Antonelli deals. O'Connell, this should be 2. Dark, Spencer for 1. O'Connell will reach as the throw is not in time. So 2 out for Johnny Logan with a winning run on. And 2 out. We're about to play some free baseball unless Logan can win the ball game right here. Antonelli deals. That's into right. Miller makes the catch, and we are playing free baseball here in Milwaukee. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the ninth, or the top of the 10th. It's the Braves and Giants tied at 1. And so it'll be Bob Trowbridge. Right? Righty, lefty, lefty, or do I want to go with Sleeter? I think we're going to go with Trowbridge. And we'll not do a double switch. Bob Trowbridge is 26 years old, fastball at 94, and a ground ball pitcher. His only appearance on the year came against the Cardinals on the 21st of April, an 11-6 win. He went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, a run that was earned on 42 pitches. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Yep, bonus baseball, no ghost runner in 1956. So Cat, pitcher spot, and Lockman to face Trowbridge here in the 10th. Ray is the reason why we're still here. He went 1 for 3, a double, and his 4th RBI. There's a fly ball, left field. Thompson will come in a little. Bobby's there, makes the catch, 1 out for Johnny Antonelli's spot. If Antonelli stays in the game, 1 for 3 with a double, I imagine they'd pinch hit. Yep, George Wilson will pinch hit. George, 0 for 8 on the year with a walk and 4 strikeouts. That is a ground ball to Adcock. Takes to the bag himself. 2 out. For Whitey Lockman, Whitey 2 for 4. A single and a double. 8 hits for the Braves, 7 for the Giants. On a cool night here in Milwaukee. That is a slow chopper to O'Connell. He waits, he throws to first, and that will do. Giants go in order. Hoyt Wilhelm will come in. Demo says, if Billy Casper played baseball instead of golf, he could be a ghost runner. Okay. Hoyt Wilhelm is 34. Old Tilt is a knuckleball pitcher. If that fastball was 87, he wouldn't be throwing a knuckler. He is 0-2 on the year with a 1.93 ERA. This is his 10th appearance. He went 2 days ago against the Cubs, presumably at Wrigley Field. In a 7-3 loss, he went 1 inning, 23 pitches, and allowed 2 hits. He struck out 3. The Phillies beat him, and the Dodgers have beaten him. 9 1/3 inning for Hoyt, 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 6. And no one is happier to see Johnny Antonelli gone than Eddie Matthews, who is 0 for 4, has struck out 3 times and grounded into a double play. Aaron Thompson to follow. Bottom of the 10th in a 1-1 game. Pitch to Matthews. That is into right field for a base hit. Matthews a big turnaround first, but we'll go back. So the winning run is on for Aaron. Hank is 1 for 2. He has walked twice and driven in a run. These are the type of games the Braves need to win. You hate to say that something on May 4th, and may the 4th be with you, is crucial, but in a league where the top 3 teams are separated by 2 games in real life anything you can get is going to be to your benefit. Pitch to Aaron is a ground ball to Wilhelm over to Harris, and Matthews goes to second. So Aaron advances the runner, 1 out for Bobby Thompson. Thompson has walked and struck out twice. He's 0 for 3. So Wilhelm takes a moment. The winds have stopped here. Old Glory hanging limp off the pole in right center. 49 degrees. Mixing a little sherry with the Miller High Life out there in the outfield. Wilhelm deals. That's up the middle for a base hit. Matthews is going to hold. With 1 out, you don't do a 50-50 chance. That was a coin flip. Don't get the game thrown out at the plate. Here's Joe Adcock, who is 3 for 4 today. He has singled 3 times and struck out. Thompson pulls up the Adirondack chair at first. The Giants' infield is in. The outfield is in. In a 1-1 tie, 1 out, bottom of the 10th. Got him! Wilhelm threw the 0-2 knuckleball, and Adcock chased it. 2 out for Bruton. Billy 0 for 3 with a walk. I'll kick myself if they don't score here. So Wilhelm trying to climb out of the frying pan and onto the counter. Pitch, Cat reminds him, you're 1 out away from getting out of it. Pitch to Bruton. That is into right field, and the Braves are going to win it. Mueller couldn't quite get there. The 3-1 knuckler was punched into right, and Eddie Matthews scores with ease. And Milwaukee moves to 8-1. They have beaten the Giants by the score of 2-1. That was a good one. Imagine that, a 10-inning game in 2 hours and 28 fake minutes. The Braves moved to 8-1. 2 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. And Joe Adcock is going to be our Digital Dice MVP. 3 for 5. How about that? They left on 10, did Milwaukee. The Giants a run on 7 hits and no errors. And they left on 6. Prop Trowbridge gets the win. He's 1-0. You're welcome there, Paul. Lou Burdett, 9 innings, 7 hits. The computer gave him the MVP. A run and 5 strikeouts. Hoyt Wilhelm had plus stuff and got hammered. 2/3 of an inning. He falls to 0-3 for the Giants. 3 hits, a run it was earned, and a strikeout. Antonelli, 9 innings, 8 hits, a run it was earned. He walked 5 and struck out 7. Adcock, 3 for 5 today. And yeah, he'll get your Digital Dice MVP. Also at 13 putouts at first base. So Milwaukee now has a half-game lead. The rest of this Friday in baseball. And I think one of the few times this year that everybody has played. The Tigers beat the Red Sox 9-7. Paul Foytek gets the win, 1-0. Mel Parnell falls to 0-1. Ray Boone hits his second of the year, 2 for 4, and drives in 2. Still playing day games in Boston in May on a Friday. At Wrigley, Philly beat the Cubs 8-3. Robin Roberts goes to 2-0. Rush falls to 1-3. Richie Ashburn 3 for 5, double and a triple. Redlegs beat the Pirates 4-3. Fowler 1-1. Hall 0-1. Gus Bell powers his 8th of the year, goes 3 for 4 and drives in 2. Bob Turley shuts out Kansas City. Yankees win 4-0. Turley is 2-1. Kellner 1-1. Yogi Berra doubles twice, goes 2 for 4. Baltimore 4 errors and still wins. They beat the Tribe 6-4. Wilson goes to 2-1. Herb score is 0-4. Ouch. Narragon 2 for 4, a homer and drives in 2. Shy Sox beat Washington 8-2. Donovan, they called him Man of Yellow, 1-0. Carmelo Pascual falls to 2-1. Larry Doby hits his first 3 for 5 and drives in 2. And last but not least, Dodgers 11-5 over St. Louis. Ed Sears Roebuck and Company 2-2 now on the year. Lindy McDaniel falls to 0-2. Walker 3 for 5, his first of the year, and drives in 2. So there you have it. The final score here: the Braves 2, the Giants 1. Brooklyn and St. Louis with you tomorrow. On Wednesday at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And on the docket for Game 3 of the week, Cleveland and the Yankees. Herb Score and Don Larson. So that's what we got for you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, the final score here in 10 innings: the Braves 2, the Giants 1. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good Monday, everybody.